The Colts charge forward, no fear, no doubt. Shooting and scoring, the crowd screams out. The boards rattle, the crowd's on its feet. Coach Bain has a plan that can be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Big Mac's a beast, big as a tree. You want a Jackson, well we got three. Nathan's got vision, steady as a stone. He guards the blue line like it's his own home. The ice shakes, get out of your seat. Sahaj and Nate can't be beat. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Poor Langley, he is nothing to cheer. Vancouver fades when the Colts appear. Ridge Meadows with no hope to win, can't imagine the trouble they're in. The roof's coming off this brand new place. The set streaks down the ice at a blistering pace. They're the pride of Cloverdale, the Colts in blue, skating fast, hitting hard, breaking through. Battles in the corner, busting across the line, picking top corners, making saves so fine. Making saves so fine.
We are back on the air for the Colts Highlight Show to chronicle the beginning of the season for the Colts as real league games now begin after an 8-game placement schedule. And let's address the elephant in the room. This is not the first league game for the Colts. First league game was prior to this against a team from Ridge Meadows. It's not a game that many people will want to see highlights for, so we'll just scrub through it quickly here in the background while we address what happened in that game. The Colts lost that game 8-0, performance that they would be happy to see left in the dustbin and in the past. They outshot Ridge Meadows in that game 33-27, but like I said, lost by 8 goals and failed to score. And you'll see from many of these highlights, they gave up a number of excellent opportunities with just a plethora of breakaways and odd man rushes constantly down the ice and putting pressure on both goalies who both saw action in this game, as you might expect from such a lopsided effort. Before we move on to the game at hand here today against Chilliwack, let's take one quick look at the stats from that Ridge Meadows game. Obviously not a lot good to look at there, so we'll just move on. So here we are for Game 2 against Chilliwack, happening at the new Cloverdale Arena back on November 6th. We have a rare color-on-color matchup, as you saw Chilliwack wearing dark jerseys on the road. Unusual for a team to do that, so we're going to have a dark, kind of a black jersey against the dark blue of the Cloverdale team. It's going to make it a little difficult at times to tell the players apart, but we'll do our best here. The Colts, from a lineup perspective, are down 2 players. Linden remains injured, and Jackson Davis also unavailable for selection here today, so they'll be down 1 forward and 1 D. Nate is going to get the start coming out of the relief effort he put in that Ridge Meadows game. So let's head to the first period highlights. And the Colts are going to try to wash the stink of that last game off really quickly. Here's a nice interception in the middle by Noah. He's going to come down the right side. That shot gets blocked, but it comes to Jackson Mum, who sweeps it towards the net, and it beats the Chilliwack goaltender. And the Colts are relieved to get onto the board early in this game and take a 1-0 lead. Colts continue to play with a lot of effort. Here they are in the neutral zone, winning a loose puck. Tyler puts the puck along the wall, and then Liam comes in and bumps into that defender into the wall. The referee, though, is going to deem that to be a charging penalty. There you saw the charging motion from the referee. A very strange, slow speed, gliding charge, but a charge nonetheless. So Chilliwack goes to the power play. But not for long, as Bryson has the puck in behind the net, or at least he's trying to get it, and he gets hooked by the Chilliwack player. So he'll be heading off 2 minutes for hooking. And that happened early enough in the penalty that essentially eliminates the power play for both teams. So we're back to 5-on-5 here. Disrupted play in the neutral zone. Colts are going to end up with it. Here comes Noah again. Has that assist earlier in the game. Coming down the left side. Throws it out front. And it goes across to Arjun, who bobbles it for a second, but then gets control and fires it past the Chilliwack goalie on the short side. And the Colts now have themselves a 2-0 lead. Play continues with Cloverdale in the offensive zone. Then the puck hops out to center past Nathan. Here comes Noah, though, to make up for that. He knocks that player down as the player plays the puck into the Cloverdale zone. And the referee is indicating a penalty. You can see him make the signal for interference there, which a very strange call given the player had the puck through the neutral zone. But that's 2 penalties in a row for the Colts that are mysterious, but they're going to have to kill it anyway. And here's a nice block by Nathan, contributing to the kill there. And as the penalty kill continues, watch Nathan on the left side D. He's going to come here and disrupt that play from a player who was trying to find a loose puck in front. He's going to track the puck a bit and then come back to the middle of the ice where he's going to make another block again on that shot from the high slot. So an excellent penalty kill shift there from Nathan, and the Colts kill the penalty off. Down the right side, here comes Mack. He throws that across, and it's off Jackson Anderson's foot and just wide on the right side. So we go to the second period, 2-0 lead for the Colts. Here comes Noah out of the penalty box now, up the middle, and looking for a goal to go with those 2 assists he has so far. And there's a pass from Arjun right up front, and Noah's banging away at it, and somehow in that mad scramble, it stays out, and the Chilliwack goalie eventually finds it and covers it up. And that will lead to this face-off where Mitchell does an excellent job to win it with his foot back to Bryson, who brings it hard behind the net, and then Tyler quickly moves it out front to Liam, who fires it past the goaltender before he can get set. And the Colts have got themselves a 3-0 lead in this game. Colts continue to press. This puck gets blocked there by Jackson Mum's foot, and then Arjun ends up with it, throws it on net. Goalie gloves it, and then as Arjun's heading behind the net, he stops up, and that player gives him a bit of a shove. And that referee is going to decide that's going to be a cross-checking penalty. Another weak one, but I guess one the Colts were owed after the previous 2 penalties that they took also being borderline. So now Colts are on the power play, and they have some dubious placement on the ice, leaving the middle wide open. So Chilliwack breaks it out. That play gets disrupted in the middle, but a player coming in late strips that off Jackson Anderson's stick and has a couple cracks of the rebound, but Nate is there with some nice saves to keep the Colts on the power play. So there's a point shot from Nathan. He regains it. Then he throws it across there to Tyler, who whips it, and it just misses on the other side. Then there's a chance to go out front there, but Jackson Mum just can't reach it. So now we're back 5-on-5. Colts are still in the offensive zone. But here's a play by this Chilliwack player. He's going to take a big hit there from Mack, but that's a case of taking a hit to make a play because it allows Chilliwack to break out 3-on-2, and then with the back checker tracking the puck rather than the open player, they're going to give up this golden scoring opportunity on the far side, but luckily the Chilliwack player misses it. But here they come again, down the right side, putting that up high, but Nate comes out far to challenge and takes away all the net, and that puck goes harmlessly to the corner. So we go back to the other end. There's Arjun behind the net, trying to pass that puck back. It is going to eventually end up here on Knox's stick. He throws it towards the net, and it deflects off a Chilliwack player and then off of Jackson Mum. And we have ourselves a 4-0 lead, despite the Colts having had to dodge a couple of dangerous opportunities at the other end. They do respond and come back and make it 4-0. But the tide of this game is starting to turn a bit in Chilliwack's favor. Here's a sloppy exit from the zone by the Colts, and Chilliwack turns it over and comes down the left side. Nate makes the stop. A little bit later, as the period's about to end, the Colts do get an opportunity to maybe get a fifth. Jackson goes around the defender and then goes around the goaltender, and the goalie does an excellent job to get his toe across there against the post and prevent Jackson from tucking that in. So off to the third period we go. Colts seemingly safely up 4-0 in this one. But early here in the period, that player beats Bryson, who then goes to the bench rather than following in with the play, and that player walks in one-on-one and whips the puck past Nate, and Chilliwack has some life. It's 4-1. On the opening face-off after that goal, Chilliwack wins it, puts it up the right side again. A drop pass neatly to this player walking in, who finds that player back again, who then beats Nate on the short side, and the Colts have given up 2 goals in about 11 seconds, and it's now 4-2. Lead cut in half. Just a few seconds later, 30 seconds or so later, here comes Chilliwack again. A 2-on-1 again. Oh, across. A one-timer. Beats him clean. And the Bruins have 3 goals in about a minute to shock the Colts and make a game of this one. It's 4-3 with lots of time left in the period. And Chilliwack won't even need that time, as right away they're going to pass this puck from behind the net to a player that's out front who gets just a light stick check, and so he's able to tap that home past Nate, and we have a brand new game. It's a 4-4 tie. And Chilliwack nearly makes it 5-4 off the next faceoff too, as that puck bounces wildly off the wall, and Nate has to come back and hug the post to keep it from bouncing out front. So Colts really need to get their composure here as they're under attack. But as can often happen when things are going bad, everyone gets really puck focused, and Orson ends up taking the same player that's already checked and leaving the right side of the net open for that player to pick up that loose puck and give Chilliwack their first lead of the game. So the 4-0 lead has evaporated. It's 5-4 now for Chilliwack, and here they come looking for that 6-1 on a broken play at the blue line, but Nate helps settle things down with a nice glove save. Time is now running out for the Colts as this period is expiring. They throw this puck up the wall, and Chilliwack is in the middle of a sloppy change, and that player touches it. So the Colts catch a break with just a few minutes left in this game, down by 1. They're going to get a power play. And unfortunately, they're not able to use it to turn the tide and get any scoring opportunities other than what we see here, which is just down the left side and a couple of bad angle shots there from Mac and Jackson Mumm. And that's it for the Colts. A very disappointing third period here makes them 0-2 on the season. So let's have a look at the stats from the game. Jackson Mumm with 2 goals. Noah Knox also with 2 assists to go with it, but not enough here ultimately to help the Colts win this game. So let's look at the season stats, counting both that Ridge Meadows game and this Chilliwack game. Jackson Mumm moving into a tie with Jackson Anderson at the top of the table now with 20 points. So with the start of the season underway, 2 games in, let's have a look at the standings. See the Colts down in 9th place with the only 2 points they've earned so far to being the sportsmanship points from their game. Chilliwack with that win remains at the top of the standings. So let's have a look at the games coming up. 3 games over the next little bit here. Next one against Port Moody. We'll see you then.